So, would you like your dog to play tug like this? Well, let's go then. It is Jose here from Train Me Please, and let me just say outright that in my opinion, a good game of tug can be a fabulous behavior to teach your dog. It can also be used as a reinforcer for other behaviors. It is a myth that playing tug with your dog will make them more likely to be aggressive in other situations. With that said, if you have a dog that has shown resource guarding or a tendency to become a bit overwhelmed or protective of toys, you should contact a behavior consultant to help you one-on-one. Apart from that, generally speaking, these games are fantastic to burn some accumulated energy and to work on the dog's self-control. They can be a great replacement for a game of fetch, and they can also be a great foundation to actually teach fetch. So, how do we teach it? We should hold the tug toy or rope with plenty of space clear for the dog to grab it without touching our hands. Then, we should start pulling. This will make the dog want to pull in the opposite direction. You are now both pretty much having fun with a game of traction. Occasionally, ask the dog to give or out, and as soon as they do that, mark the behavior with a yes, say take it, and start playing enthusiastically again. Early on, it is important to not make the dog wait too long. It should just be a very brief pause. You want to reinforce the dog for letting go of the toy by re-engaging quickly again. It is also totally fine to sometimes let the dog win. When teaching them to let go of the toy, there are a few strategies that I've used successfully depending on the individual dog. The first one is to simply stop the toy and hold it motionless until the dog lets go. This works very well for dogs that love the movement of the toy. The second option is to make the tug soft and go with the dog so that there is little opposition and the game of traction becomes less fun. The third option is to bring a yummy piece of food close to the dog's nose. When they let go of the tug, you can mark the behavior, offer the food reinforcer, and then resume the game of tug. There are two important concepts for tug to be able to be used as an efficient reinforcer. 1. The dog tugs with enthusiasm and really enjoys it. 2. The dog readily lets go of the toy when asked to do so. If you do not have those two concepts ready, you should keep perfecting this behavior a little longer until you can use it as a reinforcer. What if the dog has no interest in the tug? Or if the dog makes contact with our hands? That's coming up in just a second. But first, could I quickly ask you to click the like button under the video? Here's my way of saying thanks. For dogs that are naturally less enthusiastic about tugging, we can try to make the toy super interesting and make silly sounds with our mouth. Some dogs will require a shaping plan with successive approximations and using food reinforcers to teach them to tug. Another technicality that I think is worth sharing here is that for most dogs, vertical movement of the toy is usually a little less exciting than horizontal quick movements. More often than not, I avoid the horizontal quick movements because the game is already so exciting that there's no need for me to risk decreasing the ability of the dog to show some self-control. Now, what should we do if the dog accidentally gets your hand? The best thing here is to immediately stop the game and drop the toy. Consider if your tug or rope toy is long enough so that you can play this safely. You should also review your training plan and your session. Video is super helpful for this. Getting help from a professional that does not use intimidation or fear-based procedures can be super helpful. I will leave some referral links to some of my favorite tugs in the description under the video. That would actually be a fabulous way for you to help out the channel at no extra cost to you. I mean, you can always leave me a super thanks and that would make me really happy. If you are after another fun game to teach your dog, check out this video here. Muito obrigado, pessoal. Forte abraço.